Hello, it's me, Bunny, as you can tell. So tonight, because it's actually nighttime right now, tonight I'm going to be telling you basically an update of how things have been. Overall it's okay, but so lately I've been having a little bit of a rough patch, if that's how you can say. So basically, how can I say? So I'm on a lot of medication, as some of you may know. I'm on a lot. Aside from like basic antidepressants and stuff, I'm on a lot of mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, which is going to be like the main point of what I talk about. Benzos, yeah, which pretty big. That's pretty big sign if somebody's on those, because they're pretty strong. So they're like almost like sedatives, kind of. So yeah, I'm on anxiety, antidepressants, mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, you name it, everything. Which has been going good, except there's a problem with one of my medications that I've been having an issue with, that's been causing me some physical problems. I just recorded like 3 minutes. I don't know who that is. I just recorded like 3 minutes of footage and then it just stopped. So I gotta repeat everything else what I just said. R.I.P. Bunny. Seroquel, yes, that's what I was going to say that I'm going to talk about. So Seroquel is an antipsychotic that is used for treat symptoms of schizophrenia and stuff like this. My brother is actually on Seroquel, so that's how we actually decided that, the doctor said. Well, I don't share the same hospital as my brother, because he's anyways, so he's obviously on higher dose than me. I'm on a much lower dose because well, I'm still on a pretty high dose for my size, and I'm not trying to sound like attention seeking. Like, I'm not trying to be like a pick-me-up. It's like, ew, I'm so much smaller than you. Like, no, I'm not trying to be like it or saying like, because, no, like, whatever. I'm just objectively speaking that my size is on the smaller side, so my medication has to be taken, careful dosage. So the Seroquel, which I'm on, it's very, very good that it... Who is that? Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, forget how to sorry, it cut off. I was going to say it is very good in the sense that it really helps, like, well, it's an antipsychotic, so it helps me to be less psychotic and not do things that I otherwise would do when I have episodes, like very dangerous things. Yeah, we don't talk about Bunny off of her antipsychotics. Yeah, I would be just like running out at night, doing like the most crazy things, like running around in the snow and like running away like onto streets and stuff without like running around sneaking out at night with a knife and doing some not safe things outside. And I'm not going to get into what kind of things I do outside, but I would be psychotic. So the Seroquel helps a lot. So what it does help a lot is help the urges. You probably know, it helps me not to succumb to that. Please don't get me flagged. I'm safe. If this gets banned, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Okay. I'm so sorry. I spent a long time trying to figure out how to get the words from my brain into my mouth, out of my tongue. But it takes a little while to happen. Anyways. Yeah. Kind of nervous for some reason. So what is that I was gonna say is the Seroquel really works, but there is a problem. That problem is that it's been giving me a hard time to swallow. And not just like use like random swallowing, but hard time to eat, hard time to just swallow my food. And so then it's like I just when I try to eat food, I just spit it back out. And I try to eat, who is that? That may be one of my brothers. If it is, you know what? He can listen. If he wants to hear about my issues with my antipsychotics, he can. He already knows. He could listen. So it causes this issue swallowing, and it's like I get food in my mouth and I cannot swallow it. Like it makes me choke. Like actually, like I will choke on my food. And it's like the swallow, like the button just does not work. So I try to get it down, but I just cannot. So I spit my food back out because then I cannot breathe, and I cannot. Sometimes it makes me like want to like gag because I just cannot eat it. As though I've had this problem for a good amount of time. I actually mentioned it in one of my videos. I mentioned it before, but recently it's just been getting worse and worse. So to the point where I'm hardly able to even to eat because I cannot have food. So just like I'm drinking because it's easier, but sometimes this problem is so hard that it makes me have so much anxiety, and that some days I'm starving for very long, and I go a long period of time without eating at all. So I went to, so I have to go to the hospital every now and then just because for my mental, I have to go for like checkups and stuff. So oh yeah, so I saw, so one of the check-in, they took my weight, and since May, so in 2 months, I've lost 12 pounds, which is not very good, apparently, because like I knew that they were gonna bring it back up to my mom because they had been talking to her before about me like being like malnourished. Yeah, they so talk about that. So they were saying, it's getting dangerous. So then my parents had a talk with me about how I really have to try to eat because I'm starving. And so they bought me like this little smoothie maker, but that it's a cup, like a personal size one, so that it's not like you don't have to make for like a whole big thing. It's less less of a production and stuff. So they got me that, and my dad said, okay, you have to have at least 2 meals a day. And I was like, okay, yes. But in my mind I was like, I guess 2 meals a day. I can't do 2 meals a day because this is a very struggling time, and like a meal, that's hard. So he said if you can't eat a meal, you have to drink a smoothie in place. So at least 2 smoothies a day. So I was like, okay, I will do my best. So now I'm drinking smoothies. And I'm trying. Sometimes actually though, I haven't been able to make my chocolate chip cookies in a long time. But recently, I did get to bake some. Whether or not I was able to finish all of them is a different story, but well, it took time, but I did. So what I was gonna say, so what I was gonna say is, so we went to my hospital check, after they said that I lost 12 pounds, which it was probably closer to 10 pounds because this time I was wearing more like light clothes. Like I was wearing this same no, I wasn't wearing this shirt. But I was wearing very light clothes and stuff, and I didn't have like boots on, and last time I had heavier clothes and stuff. So probably the clothes probably added like 2 pounds, So probably I probably lost 10 pounds probably, but still not too good. So then she relayed that to the other doctor, the one about like my medicine. The new one, actually, yeah, the new one. I was actually very scared to meet him, but thankfully he was very kind. I was scared because previously I've been seeing one that's for working with like children, I think. Which was actually, I preferred the guy that works with children because people who work with kids, I feel like I have a better time with them because it's because they are more patient and they explain things on a very more simple level that I can, like, I get less, they're more like, what's that? I have it in my head, but I don't know how to get it out into words. That term that's like when it's more comfortable, more at ease, I think. So I was nervous because that one, he is away right now. So I have another one right now. So the new one, I was very frightened to see him. I was very frightened. So my mom followed me for that part. She said, it's okay. She said, it's okay. I will do the talking and I will say about your. Every time this cuts off, I keep forgetting what I was in the middle of saying. Oh yeah, so he was very nice, and so he said he has a plan. His plan, he said, okay, well, so the antipsychotics help her a lot because she's doing better with her self-harming. She's doing better with like her like breakdowns that are reckless, impulsive. So he said, I have a plan. We won't take you off of it, but let's half your dose. So maybe you could have a little better time swallowing. Good idea. Except, well, so let me tell you something. So I started to do that, and good news. I still have a hard time swallowing, but I was able to eat a little bit more easy. So it actually was a good sign. I was able to swallow a little bit more easier. Still, I cannot have like very intense foods, but it's a little bit of an easier time. I'm still drinking smoothies and stuff, but I felt an improvement. I felt an improvement in that, but then the downside was that I felt I was like, something was like a little like, because my antipsychotics dose just halved. So because of that, the bunny psychoticness got a little more, like, a little bit more like, wits. And I did not notice that until I saw something a little bit upsetting. It wasn't even like that big of a deal, but I saw it and I was kind of like, I'm crying. I started crying. And then I started kind of spamming on here on my YouTube, which a few people saw, but forget about that. We don't talk about that. That actually never even happened. I don't even know what you're talking about. But for the people, you know who you are. For the people that comforted me and saw me be a little cuckoo, they were still very kind and talked to me. Yeah, you guys are really the reason that I do this, because the kindness really is so good for my heart. I worded that like poorly, but it means a lot to my heart is what I want to say. So thank you for that. So I guess the current issue is that it's helping me eat better, but at the same time, I feel this slight shift in my stability. So things are still a little hard right now. My swallowing is not perfect, but at the same time, my stability is struggling a little bit. So today again, I was crying again from last night, and I was having a hard time. My mom comforted me. She helped me to stop crying. Right now I feel a little better. I could talk about a little bit of what's also been making me a little sad today.